Right now, heartbreak for the men's Badger basketball team as they get upset by James Madison in the first round of March Madness. We'll have highlights and reaction live from Brooklyn. Plus, we'll hear from fans keeping up with the action right here in Madison as bars downtown are packed with hopeful fans. That and much more all coming up right now on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thank you for staying up late with us. It's a big day in Capital City sports with two Badger teams in postseason action. The Badger men's basketball team just faced James Madison in the first round of March Madness. You saw it right here on News 3 Now. And the Badger women's ice hockey team also competed in the Frozen Four. We have team coverage tonight with our crew along the East Coast. Sports director Zach Hanley is live in Brooklyn following the men's basketball team. Braden Ross is live right here at home on State Street, ready to bring us the fan experience right from our home city. And later, we will also hear from Andrew Banstra about the women's hockey semifinal. But we're going to start with Zach, who is live from the Barclays Center with more on the men's basketball team. Hi, Zach.
Hey, Charlotte. Yeah, I wish I would be giving you good news right now, but tonight just wasn't Wisconsin's night. The Badgers entered the Barclays Center with good energy, positive vibes. They were feeling good in pregame, but that didn't translate to the court against James Madison. On the biggest stage, the Badgers had one of their worst halves of the season. Actually, you could probably call it the worst 20 minutes they could have ever asked for. 13 turnovers turned into a 13-point deficit. Second half, they tried to come back. They made it close. Max Klesmit hit a couple of clutch threes, but in the end, it was James Madison's night. Wisconsin falls 72-61. Now, the mood in the locker room, just right behind me over there, as you can imagine, is somber, just exactly like the Badger fans back in Madison. And for more on the fans, we'll send it over to Braden Ross, who's at State Street Brats down in Madison. Hey, Braden.
Yeah, that's right, Zach. Somber, I would say, is probably the mood here. Although I will say in Madison, the party never stops. Even with a loss, the party never stops. But if you look behind me, you can see there's still a good amount of people here, but we have seen a lot of people trickle out. This whole area was full before, not so much anymore. So, yeah, somber, sad, but you know what? We did get another win. But we talked to a few fans earlier in the day about what they were hoping for to see in today's game, and both the women's hockey and the men's basketball. Let's take a look at what some of them had to say before everything came to a close here tonight.
Let's go Badgers! Oh, you can just feel the excitement in the air tonight. You know, all these people around here. I got my buddy from Purdue next to me, hoping for another big loss this year, so it's going to be a good night for the Badgers.
Can't beat the environment now. I mean, the energy is terrific. Oh, I'm in my natural environment. I feel like being from a family of Badgers and being with all these are all my classmates here. It's just a good excuse to get together and cheer on the Badgers.
Badger fans here everywhere. We've got a couple tables over here. They've been here since like 5:30. You can tell they're getting a little rowdy. We're feeling good buzz in the building.
Definitely hopeful and optimistic. I like our chances. We finished the season strong.
Who do you guys have going all the way on your brackets?
I think we both have UConn winning it all.
Who did you pick to go all the way? I don't want to say. Okay. Purdue.
You know who number one is? Badgers taking it all. It's going to be Big Ten tournament repeat over Illinois. You heard it here first. Let's go Badgers!
Well, I hate to break it to you, Lucas. That's not what's going to happen, it looks like, unfortunately. But we did get another Badger win. We talked to a few hockey fans here earlier that came to watch the women's hockey game before the men's basketball game. A lot of them left happy. So, you know, a lot of people will be leaving sad tonight, but there are still plenty of things to celebrate in Badger Nation here. So I will send it back to you, Charlotte, for some more of those highlights.
Braden, thank you. Well, the men's basketball team isn't the only set of Badgers chasing a title. Women's hockey was in action today against Colgate in the Frozen Four. We'll have a complete report of that game coming up later in sports. And to keep up with the Badgers' progress in the Frozen Four, make sure you check out our website, channel3000.com. Click the sports button at the top to find scores, highlights, and much more. And if you are on the go, many of you are, make sure you've got the Channel 3000 app on your smartphone. You can activate push notifications to stay up to date on the top stories of the day. It is available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. Well, coming back here to our area, let's get a check of your first warn forecast now with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Charlotte, this morning was definitely a wake-up call to show everyone that snow can still happen at this time of the year. Although the way it's felt lately, it hasn't really felt like snow would come back, but indeed it did. And as we look at the current radar, still seeing a few light snow showers across the northern portion of our region, but for the most part, we haven't really seen any snowfall since about noon earlier today. Now, if we take a look at the current system pushing off to the east, still impacting portions of the Great Lakes, and there is some lake effect snow that is expected, but not for us. Typically, the lake effect snow happens on the eastern side of the lake. Now, if we take a look at some of the snowfall reports from yesterday or last night and this morning, Fort Atkinson had the highest report of 6.5 inches. Madison saw 4.2 inches, but areas near Milwaukee did see a bit more, as 7 to 8 inches was reported there. Now, looking at the forecast going forward, we have another alert day, this time for rain and wind. We will see some snow from this system. At least we will likely see some snow, but we're not going to see much accumulation. This will mostly be a rainy and windy system with possibly a few isolated thunderstorms. And I'll talk more in detail about the timing of this coming up a little bit later.
Well, that unexpected snow may be annoying for some of us, but for those at the sledding hill, it created the perfect conditions. Our Maddie Himes went out to see who was celebrating their snow day.
We're here at Tollefson Park in Verona, where kids are enjoying what could be the last snow day of the school year. And I am too.
Watch out, Lex!
School may have been closed, but students made their way to campus anyway, to use the hill behind the building, of course.
Got some end of the season sleds that we were able to break out.
Go!
And with a winter of unlikely highs and lows, kids told us Friday was long overdue.
I've only really gotten to sled once this year because it's just like the snow has been so unpredictable.
I've been sledding here a few times, but this is my first time in a little while because of it was hot and now it's cold.
Not sure how long the flurries would last, kids at the hill spent every minute racing one another, building snowmen, and yes, eating some of the snow. Parents told us they didn't mind either. Friday's weather will make their upcoming spring break trips feel even warmer. Kids at the hill tell me they can't wait for the next snow day. Reporting in Verona, Maddie Himes, News 3 Now.
And with the heavy snowfall, the city of Madison is reminding residents to clear public sidewalks in front of their homes by noon tomorrow. Madison's Building Inspection Division says they have assessed 324 snow clearing violations this season so far. And they say they have also received 71 complaints over excessive salt use, but have not issued any related citations. Well, to our continuing coverage now of the trial of a state DCI investigator involved in the shooting of Quadrin Wilson 2 years ago. The trial wrapped up its first week today. Mark Wagner is facing public endangerment charges. He's accused of firing on Wilson back in February of 2022 as part of an arrest operation on Madison's Far East Side. Wilson was wanted on drug charges when a number of agencies worked to arrest him. Wagner's defense team has argued Wilson was shooting at him, so he fired back using force common in Wisconsin law enforcement agencies. On the stand today for the prosecution was another DCI agent, now retired, who explained one of those tactical positions. Wagner's trial is expected to continue through at least next week. To Rock County now, where a man was arrested today after being accused of pointing a gun at another person. Officers responded to a home on High Street in the village of Clinton just after 2 o'clock this morning. The sheriff's office said SWAT had to be called to respond to the scene. After multiple hours inside the residence, the suspect exited the home and was taken into custody. Due to station policy, News 3 Now is not naming the suspect at this time until he has been formally charged in court. One person is dead after a crash last night in Janesville. It all started with a call to dispatch about a speeding car. Just after 7 o'clock, an officer tried pulling it over, but the vehicle didn't stop. The officer chased them until the suspect's car was out of sight. Later, dispatch received a call about a rollover crash, and they found the suspect car crashed into a building and a utility pole. Only the driver was in the car, and that person died at the scene. The State Patrol is helping police investigate. Well, after months away from the public eye, Princess Kate has announced she has cancer. In a video released by Kensington Palace, the Princess of Wales says she is undergoing chemotherapy. Appearing alone on camera sitting on a park bench, the Princess of Wales explained that after undergoing abdominal surgery in January, doctors found evidence of cancer. The palace did not reveal the exact type of cancer, but doctors advised the princess to undergo preventative chemotherapy.
It has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay.
Kate says she's feeling healthy and grateful to have Prince William by her side and asked the public for more time, space, and privacy while she completes her treatment. Law enforcement officials in Nashville say they have recovered the remains of Riley Strain. Strain was the 22-year-old University of Missouri student who went missing on March 8th while on a trip to downtown Nashville with members of his fraternity. His body was found this morning in the Cumberland River. Nashville police say no foul play is suspected and an autopsy is pending. Coming up next, we've seen one House Speaker removed from his post in the last year. That might happen again soon. We'll tell you why after the break.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
I thought you two were going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison this afternoon.
No, we couldn't decide what game to play.
That's the great thing about Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. There is a myriad of games with a myriad of themes so you can find your perfect fit. Some machines offer free games, multiple spins, a bonus within a bonus, and multipliers. So many different ways to play means so many different ways to win. Find your perfect game at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
Bet you didn't see that. Or that. But if you were an Atlas with front assist and could detect things in 0.02 seconds, you'd see every scene hidden in this commercial. Let's slow it down and see. It's a man walking his dogs, and a woman walking her dinosaurs? 0.02 seconds. It's quicker than the blink of an eye. The Atlas with front assist. Hop in. It's a VW. Get 1.9% APR financing or a $3,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport during the Volkswagen 75th anniversary event.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And 5 quarts of Blaine's full synthetic motor oil, $23.99. Just $20.99 for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
News 3 Now brings you a preview of Wisconsin's spring elections, what you need to know before heading to the polls on April 2nd.
Plus analysis from both sides on the key issues today and moving forward to November.
Campaign 2024, Battleground Wisconsin, Tuesday at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
If you are struggling with your heating bill, Alliant Energy is encouraging customers to reach out. The company's disconnection moratorium ends on April 15th here in Wisconsin, but households can still apply for additional funds through its assistance program. Alliant Energy's low-income home energy assistance program helps families pay their heating bills. A representative with the company says they understand the financial pressure many families are facing, and the last thing they want to do is shut off anyone's service. And here's meteorologist Jacob Montesano with a look at your weekend forecast. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Charlotte. It's going to be pretty cold over the weekend as highs will only be in the 30s. And we're going to start the weekend dry, but we are going to see some rain and some mixture of snow towards the end of the weekend and Monday. Now, we also are going to see some windy conditions as that system moves into our area, especially late Sunday into Monday. So we have an alert day specifically for Sunday night and Monday due to the rainfall and combination of wind. We also could see some isolated thunderstorms, but we're not expecting any severe weather. This is for all of southern Wisconsin, as our entire area will see the rain and the wind. But as far as accumulation goes, you have to go really far northwest, even further northwest than La Crosse to experience that. So we're really not going to see anything maybe more than an inch, mostly because that snow will transition to rain pretty quickly. So notice the winds are coming out of the southeast. That will allow temperatures to warm up throughout the night on Sunday, which allows all this rain or all the snow to transition into rainfall. Now, throughout the day on Monday, we're going to see some scattered showers, could see some heavy rain at times, but we also could see a few breaks in the rain during the day on Monday. But as we head into Tuesday, we are still expecting to see some of those showers continue across our area, possibly even mix back into snowfall before the system ends. Notice now that the winds may be coming out of the northwest as we get to Tuesday, and that will allow the cold air back into our area and possibly turn that rain back into snow just a little bit before the system completely ends by the time we get to Wednesday. So looking at the wind gust forecast during this time frame, once the winds start being gusty, they're not going to stop until we get to Tuesday. So we could see wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour Sunday night, and that's going to continue really throughout the day on Monday. So prepare for a rainy and windy Monday. As if Mondays weren't gloomy enough, it's going to be a pretty wet one, and like as I mentioned, a pretty windy one as well. So here's a look at the rainfall over the next 10 days. 7 days. We're really not expect to see a ton of precipitation with the system, but the reason we are expecting alert day conditions is just the combination of rain and wind. We'll see around a ½ inch to a full inch of rain for a lot of our area. Maybe a few isolated places could see more if we do see some of those thunderstorms. Now here's a look at the temperatures over the next 10 days. We'll be kind of right around average, but those southerly winds will cause the temperatures on Monday to possibly reach the middle 50s. But with the rainfall, it's not going to be ideal. It's not going to be ideal conditions to spend time outside. So really, we're going to remain kind of chilly, not too bad. We are getting into the time of year where the average high is still fairly comfortable. I mean, we've dealt with very cold weather before, and this is certainly not that. But it is a little bit of a shift from the pattern that we've seen over the last couple of months where we had consistent above average temperatures. That's not necessarily the case, and that's really been the case for the last week or so, and that's going to continue for the next 10 days. We also have a few other chances of precipitation towards the end of the week, so more rain is possibly coming. Does look like we are going to, at the very least, start, the main part of spring, which I consider like April and May, the main part of spring. We're going to start that not in a drought for parts of our area.
Okay.
And what's nice is that so far this March, we have been above average in precipitation, even though it's in the sometimes been the form of snow. So it looks like that trend is going to continue. It would be nice to see some warmer temperatures, but that's not really in the forecast right now. But I feel like based on what happened last year, we'll take the rain for sure.
And these temperatures don't seem that bad. And if we get any more snow, I feel like it's going to be one of those, it snows and then it's gone.
I would be surprised if we see any more snow, honestly. And the snow on the ground right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty gone by tomorrow, because we are going to see some sunshine tomorrow.
All right, bring on that sun. Thank you. Well, Wisconsin Congressman Mike Gallagher says he is resigning his office in a month. The representative from Wisconsin's 8th Congressional District had previously announced he would not run for re-election at the end of this term. Today's announcement means his last day will be Friday, April 19th. That will hand another blow to Speaker Mike Johnson and his razor-thin Republican majority. The House already has 3 vacancies left by 2 Republicans and 1 Democrat. And House Speaker Mike Johnson has not only that to contend with, but also his status as House Speaker. Congress is moving forward on steps to avoid a last-minute shutdown. The House passed a bill to keep the government open, and the Senate is expected to follow suit this evening. But Johnson's bipartisan efforts have led to a motion to vacate. Willie James Inman has more details from Capitol Hill.
The Senate has begun debate on a bill to fund the government for the rest of the year and avoid a shutdown, which is set to take effect at midnight.
To my colleagues on both sides, let's finish the job today. Let's avoid even a weekend shutdown.
The Senate took up the bill after the House passed it with broad bipartisan support.
On this vote, the yeas are 286, the nays are 134.
The funding bill passed in the House despite stiff opposition from the right wing of the Republican Party, who say spending is too high and it doesn't address the real crisis in the country.
Some will say that the Republicans are in the majority in the House, but it's clear that the Democrats own the Speaker's gavel. Because this bill, it's not a Republican piece of legislation. It's keeping the border open.
The last time Republicans passed a spending bill over the objections of the far right, it cost House Speaker Kevin McCarthy his job. And history may be about to repeat itself with current House Speaker Mike Johnson.
This is basically a warning.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene filed a motion to vacate the Speaker's chair.
It's time for us to go through the process, take our time, and find a new Speaker of the House that will stand with Republicans and our Republican majority instead of standing with the Democrats.
Johnson says he's not concerned.
I don't operate in fear, no. We have to do the job and we have to govern. That's what we're doing day by day.
House members are going on a 2-week recess, which could give Johnson time to convince Greene to withdraw the motion. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Greene did not file the motion to vacate as a privileged motion. Had she done so, the House would have been required to vote on the measure within 2 days. Well, 2 people have died and more than 40 were injured after a crash involving a school bus and a concrete truck in a suburb of Austin, Texas. The bus was carrying 44 students and 11 adults who were returning from a field trip to a local zoo. The bus collided with the truck and then rolled over, causing a third vehicle to become involved in that crash. There was a heavy presence of first responders and drivers were urged to avoid the area. Coming up in sports, we're going to hear more from sports director Zach Hanley about Wisconsin men's basketball's shock defeat from James Madison. We'll be right back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and 1 Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
The Hy-Vee Snack Sale, this Friday through Sunday. Get Pringles, just $1.48. Doritos, just $3.48. Cheez-It Snack Crackers, just $1.99. And Little Debbie Snacks, also just $1.99. Plus, get these other great snack time deals. Don't miss the snack sale all weekend long. This Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Americans are doing their best to get by, but with an uncertain economy and prices still rising, budgets are stretched thin. And Washington's new capital regulation is another bill Americans can't afford. Basel III Endgame will make loans, utilities, and groceries more expensive and make it harder to access credit. Families, seniors, farmers, and small businesses are already struggling to make ends meet. Washington needs to scrap Basel III Endgame and start over.
A rookie stunt driver. Again. Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
The last two times Wisconsin was a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament, they were bounced by a 2 seed or by a 12 seed. Wisconsin not looking for a similar fate from James Madison, but history has a tendency to repeat itself. Tyler Wall locked in for his final March Madness in a UW uniform. And the first half couldn't have gone any worse. A.J. Storr to the cup +1, and that cuts it to 5. But 13 first-half turnovers had Wisconsin down 13 at the break. Second half, Max Klesmit came alive. Mad Max buries his 4th triple from the second half to keep Bucky in it. Team high 18 from him, but this sums up the night for Wisconsin. Klesmit misses a layup on one end, and on the other end, James Madison hits a 3. Season high 19 turnovers and shooting 37% from the floor won't get it done for Wisconsin. Badgers fall 72-61. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin women's hockey team also on the big stage today up in Durham, 4.5 hours from Brooklyn. Andrew Banstra has more from the Frozen Four.
All the training, all the blood, sweat, and tears. It all comes down to this. Wisconsin playing Colgate in the national semifinal. Bucky just 2 wins away from back-to-back national titles. And the Badgers arrived in style to defend their crown. First period and on the eve of the National Player of the Year award being announced, Kirsten Sims stuffs the ballot box. The presumed Patty Kaz winner nets her 33rd goal of the season, and Wisconsin opens their Frozen Four run with a lead. And then all of a sudden, the game fell silent, at least until it was time to put the nail in the coffin. Third period, and that's where Vivian Jungles comes in. Picture-perfect assists from Britta Curl and Casey O'Brien. The Badgers brush, gargle, and rinse Colgate, winning it 3-1, setting up a national championship rematch on Sunday.
We're excited, obviously, to win the game and move on and get an opportunity to play in the last game of the season. So we look forward to Sunday and the challenges that'll present to us.
Yeah, I just think it kind of settled our nerves a little bit and kind of let us get into our game more and get into the flow of things a little bit more. But definitely think we started to push more later in the game, but that first goal definitely got our energy up and got us kind of to settle in a little bit more and let the nerves go.
When I talked to the team after the game, their attitudes were very telling. A lot of groups would be giddy after winning a national semifinal, but not the Badgers. The job, it's not done. At the Women's Frozen Four in Durham, New Hampshire, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
All right, Andrew, thanks so much. Now that's it from Brooklyn for us. Armand and I are going to head up to Durham tomorrow to catch that national championship game. We'll be right back.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Transform your space easily with one-coat paint from Dutch Boy at Menards. Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. Get a gallon starting at $29.98 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. Its stain-shield technology protects your spaces with a performance you'd expect from luxury paint at a price you wouldn't. A gallon of flat is $36.48 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of $1 billion bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Jacob's back with the final check of the forecast.
Yeah, this weekend is going to be pretty cold. It will be dry on Saturday, but with the sunshine, I won't be surprised if a lot of the snow melts. A lot of the snow has kind of melted throughout the day, but then we're going to see another system move through our area, start out as snow Sunday, but then as temperatures warm up throughout the night Sunday, it will transition into rainfall. And then we have rainy conditions and windy conditions expected Monday for the alert day, with temperatures kind of remaining in the 40s to lower 50s for the rest of the week.
Thank you. Do something good and have a great weekend, everyone.